There you are. I've been here for hours. Ada hasn't shown up. No one has. I don't like this.
I don't like this. That's right up there with what could possibly go wrong.
That's the wench we're looking for. Gut her.
Ada sent them. Search the bodies. I need to find... Hiding in the chantry and sending thugs to finish me off? Coward. He'll not get away with this. Come on.
Isabella, should have known you'd find me here.
Tell your men to burn the letters next time.
Castillon was heartbroken when he heard about the shipwreck. You should have let him know you survived.
It must have slipped my mind.
Where's the relic?
I lost it. Castillon's just going to have to do without.
Lost it? Just like you lost a ship full of valuable cargo?
They weren't cargo, Hader. They were people.
Those slaves were worth 100 sovereigns a head, and you let them scurry off into the wilds. And now the relic's gone too. Castillon won't be happy to hear that. I promise you.
Will someone explain what's going on?
Isabella's been a very bad girl. Ruined a perfect business deal, and then ran away. She didn't tell you?
I told him enough.
Somehow I doubt it.
I said I arranged for a duel, which I did. I also said you wouldn't play fair, which you didn't. We can talk later if you want. Right now, we have other problems.
Will someone explain what's going on?
Isabella's been a very bad girl. Ruined a perfect business deal and then ran away. She didn't tell you?
I told him enough.
Somehow I doubt it.
I said we can talk later if you want. Right now, we have other problems.
Castillon isn't a very happy person, is he? Maybe he needs a new hobby.
There's only one way to settle this.
I was trying to talk him down.
Trust me, it's better this way. Castillon won't hear about me from Hader, but he'll find me eventually. I just have to get him the relic. It's simple as that.
What's so interesting about the relic?
I don't really know what it is, except that it's ancient and worth my weight in gold. Castillon has me chasing it down as payback for freeing his slaves. To be honest, I think he just wants me dead, but that would be letting me off easy.
You hired Lucky to track down information on the relic?
That's right. He insisted he knew everything that was going on in Kirkwall. He lied. I bet he doesn't even know everything going on in his pants.
Did you end up in Kirkwall because your ship was destroyed?
There was a storm. The ship ran aground on the reefs near the city. I managed to make it to shore. Most of my men weren't as lucky. Poor sods. I knew some of those men almost 10 years. Ah, balls.
Who is Castillon?
He's a powerful merchant based in Antiva. I believe he has ties to the Felicissima Armada. I used to work for him. The jobs mostly involved smuggling lyrium, jewels, or the occasional criminal acquaintance. He paid well.
What's this about you freeing slaves?
I was asked to escort Castillon's cargo ship. I got a bad feeling about the job partway through. Boarded the ship to find slaves. Nearly 200. Elves, humans, children even. It was sickening. They paid Castillon to take them away from the Blight. He took their money and sold them into slavery. Even I know that's wrong. Didn't expect that, did you, Guardsman?
If getting the relic gets Castillon off your back, then I'll help you retrieve it.
I still don't know where it is, but you'll be the first to know if I hear anything. Anyway, thanks for helping me out with Hader. I think I'll tag along for a while. There might be something I could do for you. And I have a room at the Hanged Man if you're looking for company later.
Old Shemlin, your kind are not welcome among the Dalish.
What's a Shemlin?
An elven slur for human.
It means you're not one of the people, and you should leave now.
Who are you people?
We are the last of the Elven.
I'm pretty sure I've seen elves around who weren't Dalish.
They have given up their identity to live among Shemlin. They're elven no more.
I'm not expecting tea and cakes. I just need to see someone.
There's nothing here for any human.
Wait. This is the one the Keeper spoke of.
A Shemlin? I thought he'd be an elf.
Enter the camp. Keeper Marithari has been waiting for you.
Cause trouble, and you'll meet our blades, stranger.
Marithari. I was told to bring you this amulet.
Andarana Tishan, travelers. Indeed, I am Keeper Marathari. Let me look at you. There's truth in your face. A rare thing in a human. Tell me how this burden fell to you, child.
Your guards said you spoke of me. How did you know I was coming?
I listened. To the wind, to the birds, as the hunters do, to my dreams. I watched the stars. There is great wisdom to be found all around us, if you know how to listen for it. But I was not certain. Nothing is certain.
Are you the leader of these Dalish? Why did the witch tell me to bring this amulet to you?
I am the keeper of this clan. It is my task to guide my people and to ensure the old ways are not forgotten. As for Asha Belenar, I am tied to her, just as you are, by a debt that must be repaid.
Exactly what have I been carrying around? Is it magic?
It is a promise, child, made by one whose word still has weight. And therefore, it has terrible power. There are few things in this world stronger than a promise kept. Remember that.
This amulet's owner rescued my family from the Blight. In return, I agreed to bring it to you.
I honor you for coming to me. But I'm afraid your part in this is not done yet. The amulet must be taken to an altar at the top of the mountain and given a Dalish rite for the departed. Then, return the amulet to me. Do this and your debt will be repaid.
Are you going to teach me this rite for the departed?
I will send my first with you. She will see to it the ritual is done. And when it is complete, I must ask that you take her with you when you go.
Who is your first? First of what?
Your people would call her my apprentice, or heir. Meryl would have taken my place as keeper. But she has chosen a new path. Please, guide her safely from here.
If that's what you want.
It isn't what I want, but it is what she wants. You'll find Meryl waiting for you on the trail just up the mountain. Dareth Shiral.
Paul, are you busy?
No, of course not. I'm not too busy for you.
I thought maybe you could use some archery lessons. Private.
I think my aim is hopeless, Rhoda.
Well, why don't we go somewhere alone and try to fix that?
Oh, that's a great idea. My gear is over.
Leave it. Leave it.
Watch your steps, Sham. You don't know how many English are.
Then it's rubbish.
Hush!
Oh, it's a little flat for a bowl, perhaps?
Told you
Dalish
so.
crafting is second to none, I assure you. I am Master Island, a crafter for this clan. Forced to stay so close to this Shemlin city, I've seen my share of outsiders pass through our camp. Is there something you needed? Are you a specialist? What sort of things do you make? A Dalish crafter does many things. We create weapons, armor, anything our clan has need of. I don't need anything right now. Of course.
It really wasn't your fault, you know.
Maseranis, Juno. It feels like my
Maybe
fault.
it's not the mountain.
We can get
Maybe it's
more.
just... That's cursed, my love.
It won't be the same.
just what to say to put my mind at ease. Anethera, human. If the Keeper wants you here, then be welcome.
Oh, I didn't hear. You must be the one the Keeper told me about. Anethera.
I'm so sorry. I didn't ask your name. Unless... It's not rude to ask a human their name, is it? I'm Meryl, which you probably knew already. I'm rambling, sorry.
Why are you leaving the Dalish for Kirkwall?
I have to. Let's leave it at that for now, all right?
Did you hear that strange noise?
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
You seem awfully nervous.
I've never met a human before. Dalish mothers frighten their children with stories about you, you know. Not you, personally, of course. I'm sure they don't have any tales about you. Or not scary ones, at least. Not that you're not notable enough to have a story. I'll just shut up now.
My name is Hawk. Glad to make your acquaintance, Meryl.
Thank you. I'm afraid I'm not very experienced with your kind. The Keeper said you came from Ferelden. I spent most of my life there. We only came north a few years ago. Have you been in the Free Marches long? Do you like it here?
I miss the cold and the dirt. Kirkwall's not brown enough for me. But hey, no Darkspawn.
Ferelden wasn't that brown. The dirt and muck gave it character. We should go. Your task is for Asher Bellinar. It's not wise to make her wait.
What do we have to do with the amulet?
It's a funeral of sorts. I'll perform it when we get to the mountaintop. Getting there is the tricky part. Our hunters haven't been able to reach the summit. Dark things are about.
I take it you've been expecting me to bring this amulet for some time.
The Keeper brought us here to wait for you. I don't know much more than that. I do know that you have Asher Bellinar's amulet. And we must bring it to the altar on the mountaintop. Nothing more.
Do you know the witch who sent me here?
No, not personally. My people tell stories of her, though. You're very lucky. Most people who meet Ashabella now wind up in little pieces, hanging from the trees.
Let's get this over with. The Keeper didn't mention you were a mage.
All keepers know a bit of old magic. The stories tell us that all Elven once had the gift. But like so many things, it was lost. It's a keeper's job to remember, to restore what we can.
Can't demons possess Dalish mages?
It can happen. And when it does, the clan must hunt and kill their own keeper.
Does the Chantry know about the Dalish mages?
Oh, they know. Keeper Marathari told me that was one of the reasons we never camped too long in one place. They usually won't pursue us if we stay away from the cities and towns and keep moving.
And no one minds having to pick up and move over and over just to protect a few of you?
Why would they mind? Once we've picked over a hunting ground, there's no reason to stay. But my clan is now in more danger, having lost our Hala.
If you go to Kirkwall, you'll be an apostate in a city full of Templars.
I know. But if I don't go to Kirkwall, I'll be alone. A solitary elf is easy prey for anyone. In the city, I can get lost in the crowd.
Please, keep turning skeletons into toads for us.
But I never... Right. Not literally. Happy to help. I've done a little fighting before, but it was always alone. I'll try not to hit anyone. On our side, I mean. I'm babbling again. Let's go.
So the Keeper finally found someone to take you from here.
Yes.
Then finish your task quickly, human. We cannot be rid of this one too soon.
So, this is awkward. Anyone else think this is awkward? How about we move along?
I have made my choice. And I will save our clan whatever you think.
Sundermount seems very mountainous today, doesn't it? Lots of rock and hillside.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Let's go. We should hurry.
I feel like there's a different lord working this place. Someone else's rules.
landslide blocked the path. There's a cave that should take us to the other side.
I'm sorry. You're not really seeing the Dalish at their best. We're good people that look out for each other. Just not today, apparently.
But the Dalish are delightful. I was just thinking of inviting the whole clan over for tea.
I'm sure they'd never accept an... Oh. Right. Sarcasm. Even if my people don't appreciate my efforts, I must see this through. Let's go. Ashabelanar isn't known for her patience. can open the way forward. One moment.
I felt the veil shift. You called something here. Are you insane?
Yes, it was blood magic, but I know what I'm doing. The spirit helped us, didn't it?
Sure, demons are very helpful. Right up until they take your mind and turn you into a monster.
Well, yes. But that won't happen. I know how to defend myself. Be careful up ahead. Restless things prowl the heights. In the days of Arlathan, the elders came here to sleep. Uthanara. The endless dream, they called it. But they don't sleep peacefully anymore.
Watch your step. Done. All set. That should do it.
Place the amulet on the altar, and I'll begin the rite.
Aharin amalana salim. Emma ira bella zaviranan. Isalahamin vinanhim dofilas. In usanera narivas.
Here we are.
Friend of yours?
You speak the word as if it is cheap coin meant for spending.
You don't know me.
Huh. I know your type.
Andarana Tishan Ashabalana.
One of the people. I see. So young and bright. Do you know who I am, beyond that title?
I know only a little.
Then stand. The people bend their knee too quickly. So refreshing to see someone who keeps their end of a bargain. I half expected my amulet to end up in a merchant's pocket.
No one wanted to buy it. Maybe because it had a witch inside.
Just a piece. A small piece. But it was all I needed. A bit of security, should the inevitable occur. And if I know my Morrigan, it already has.
Is that someone I should know?
She's a girl who thinks she knows what is what better than I or anyone. And why not? I raised her to be as she is. I cannot expect her to be less.
I'm not sure whether she's your daughter or your enemy.
Neither is she.
Why did you need me to bring you here?
Because I had an appointment to keep. And because I did not want to be followed, you smuggled me here quite nicely.
I don't understand. Are you some kind of vision?
Must I be in only one place? Bodies are such limiting things. I am but a fragment cast adrift from the whole, a bit of flotsam to cling to in the storm.
A fragment?
You do not need to understand, child. Know only that you may have saved my life, just as I once saved yours. An even trade, I think.
You have plans, I take it?
Destiny awaits us both, dear boy. We have much to do. Before I go, a word of advice. We stand upon the precipice of change. The world fears the inevitable plummet into the abyss. Watch for that moment, and when it comes, do not hesitate to leap. It is only when you fall that you learn whether you can fly.
Cheap advice from a dragon.
We all have our challenges.
We're going to regret bringing her here.
Regret is something I know well. Take care not to cling to it. to hold it so close that it poisons your soul. When the time comes for your regrets, remember me. As for you, child, step carefully. No path is darker than when your eyes are shut.
Maceranus Ashbelina.
Now the time has come for me to leave. You have my thanks and my sympathy.
What were you before? You were a pirate? I had a husband.
Can't do that.
He didn't beat me. That's about the best I can say about it.
So you left him?
He was murdered by my lover. It was all very Antivan.
Oh. I don't think I'd like to live in Antiva.
Not going to happen.
Macerana's child, your debt is paid in full. It isn't too late to change your mind, Dalen.
Dareth Shiral, Keeper. I'm ready. Let's depart.
Elganon. Is this really where the elves live?
That tree's not terrible.
Oh, it's not so bad. It doesn't even smell like bilge water.
I didn't think it would be so... I've never seen so many people in one place before. It seems so lonely.
Working your way up will be fun. All right, that was a lie. It won't be fun.
Some adventurer I am. Barely set out and I'm already daunted. Thank you for everything. For all your help. Will you come visit me? Not now, of course. But maybe later. I could use a friend.
I'd like that, Meryl.
Thank you. Oh, I'm thanking you too much, aren't I? I mean it, though.
I'm sorry for your loss, mistress. But I can offer your son mercy only if he turns himself in.
I'm trying to find him, but...
The Templars cannot tolerate apostates.
It sounds like your son is in trouble. Is there anything I can do?
You heard all of that and still you would help? An apostate? Oh, thank you. I am Ariane. My boy, Fainriel. He's all I have. All my family. When I learned he had magic, I could not bear to send him to the Circle. But his connection to the Fade, it gives him nightmares. Dreams of demons speaking in his mind. I would rather lose him to the Circle than to himself.
Did your son run away?
He learned I had contacted Sir Thrask. He felt I betrayed his trust. He thinks he can live free of the Circle. But I am afraid without proper training, he'll kill himself.
Those look like Dalish tattoos. Why do you live in the city?
I was born to the Dalish, but came to Kirkwall for a time and dallied with a human merchant, Vincento. When I found I was with child, neither Vincento nor my tribe wished the burden of an elf-blooded human infant. I raised Fainriel myself, here in the alienage.
Tell me the whole story.
I learned years ago that my son likely had magical talent, but we could not bear the thought of him locked in the gallows. So we hid. When the nightmares began, Fainriel still refused to contact the Circle. But I truly think they are the only people who might save his life.
What kind of dreams is he having?
He dreams of demons, calling to him, pulling him into their world. Every day, it grows harder to wake him. That is why I turned to the Circle. They are the only ones that can protect a mage from his own powers.
What exactly do you need me to do?
Just find him, please. Bring him somewhere safe. I don't know where Fainriel has gone, but there are 2 places you might start your search. Sir Thrask has been looking for him. If you speak to him in the gallows, he'll be able to tell you what ground he's already covered. And Fainriel's father, Vincento, recently returned from Antiva. He's a merchant in the Lowtown Bazaar. Fainriel might have sought him out.
Tell me about this Templar.
I believe he's a good man. He doesn't hate mages, but sees what it took me too long to realize. Even the best-intentioned mages are at the mercy of their sleeping minds. There are other Templars who are much less sympathetic.
You and Fainriel's father are not married?
Vincento had no desire for a wife or an elf-blooded child. I haven't seen him since the day I told him.
Some people just aren't built for family life. At least Fainriel has a mother who cares about him.
I have written, though, to keep him informed about his child. Fainriel wanted to meet him.
I will not leave you fearful for a moment longer than necessary.
He ought to have his own life. Out from the shackles of the Circle. Everyone should.
My husband Wesley was a Templar. They're not all fanatics to be feared.
Thank you. It has been a lonely time hiding. It's almost a relief to finally confront this openly.
Why, hello there. The boys and I are going for drinks later, if you'd like to join us.
Don't mind if I do. See you there. Good to see you again.
Will I see you at the tavern?
Not today. My sisters have me decorating the Venadome.
Do you really like like sailing?
Like it? I love it. The salt spray on my face, the wind whipping by my ears, the gulls screaming overhead. I love it all.
Oh, don't you get sick? I was so sick on our trip across the sea.
Were you in the hold?
Everyone was in the hold.
There's your problem. You need to be up on deck, under the sky, with nothing between you and the horizon. Sailing is like sex. Do it wrong, and it'll make you sick. But do it right, and there's no feeling in the world like it.
Your family can rest now. Their killers are gone.
Excuse me, who are... My post to the Chancellor's Board? Did Her Grace let that stay? I thought for sure no one even read, but you say you've killed them. You have my eternal gratitude, Sirrah. It is comforting to think my parents might now rest easily in their graves.
Who are you exactly?
I am Sebastian Vale, Prince of Starkhaven. Her Grace might prefer I introduce myself as a brother in the Chantry, but I could not stay after what happened to my family.
Why didn't your family's enemies hunt you down as well?
That's why I took the offensive. Thanks to you, those Flint Company assassins are no longer a danger. I'm the last of my line. Unless I survive, my family will have no justice.
Who sent these mercenaries?
My family has ruled Starkhaven for 6 generations. We have enemies, but none who would identify themselves openly. A distant cousin of mine is claiming rulership now, but he is a bit simple. He can be no more than a pawn in this plot.
Surely you have a guess as to who was behind it.
My parents were always prudent in how they handled our nobles. They did not allow rivalries or resentments to flourish. The attack must have come from outside. Kirkwall is our largest trading partner. I came back here to find support for my claim, and perhaps for a clue as to who is behind this foul deed.
I hope their deaths bring you peace.
Thank you. More than I can say. I truly did not expect anyone but me to take up this cause. Consider this in advance. When I have secured my lands again, you will be paid royally. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must meet with the Viscount and petition him for aid to a fellow city.
Do men find you intimidating? What about Wesley? Did he?
Isabella.
What? Too soon?
Too soon, too personal, too... everything coming from you.
Oh, sore spot.
If you don't shut up, I'll give you a sore spot.
I guess you've been with a lot of men.
Men, women, elves. A dwarf in drag once, but I don't recommend that. Oh, you're blushing. Why? How many lovers have you had? I never... You're a virgin. Hawk, you've been holding out on the poor girl. Get her a night at the Blooming Rose. On me. That's...
very generous.
I'm a giver.
Are you the Templar who's pursuing the boy Fainriel?
I did not realize his name was known so widely. Are you a friend of his?
Have you met him? What is he like?
From his mother's description, he sounds much like any youngster we bring to the Circle. Frightened of his gift, resentful at losing his freedom, convinced he is the one exception to our laws. Hardly someone you would wish the power to murder people with his mind.
No young boy should have to face down demons alone.
It is surprising what sympathies mages evoke. I always expect people to be more wary of their powers than touched by their struggles. If we do not find Fainriel soon, it will not matter. Either he will be taken by the demons, or by less mystical predators. And I have said more than enough on the topic. This is a Templar matter, and we will be handling it.
Aveline, don't you think this matter concerns the whole city?
It does, and you Templars are spread thin to begin with.
True. Sadly, there are more mages fleeing than we can easily keep up with.
Then let the city guard do what we're good at. I can track the boy.
There is a Templar, former Templar, by the name of Samson. He left the Order due to philosophical differences. He has been known to help mages flee Kirkwall. If Fainriel went to him, Samson wouldn't tell me. He stays out of sight by day, but I have seen him at night, near the entrance to Darktown.
This is yours, if I'm not mistaken.
Where did you get this? It's just what I need. Thank you.
Ah, welcome, my dear friend, to Sol's shop. My name is Solicitus. Please take a look around. My apologies in advance. Our shelves are a bit bare at the moment. Actually, if you're interested, I could use a bit of help to remedy that.
Remedy that? Potions shop. You, my good man, are priceless.
The pun wasn't intentional, although I may use that next time. It's been too dangerous to leave the city of late, and the substances I require for my creations are, of course, elsewhere. Perhaps you could find them. You'll be compensated for your time, have no fear. I'll also give you first pick of my new creations.
Make up a list of what you need, and I'll keep an eye out for you.
Perfect. A discount on everything in the shop, Sirrah.
Many mages resent the history of the gallows. It does not trouble me.
Welcome back to Souls, my friend.
I don't understand all these complaints. The new knight... no different than any other Templar.
What do you know? I was told my old friend Thrask was advising you folks to seek me out. You're looking for the boy, right? Feign something. I'll tell you now, there's not much I can do for you.
I'm looking for a retired Templar named Samson.
Retired. Sounds better than burned out husk of a Templar begging coins in the choke damp. They don't do anything to keep you, you know. You join the Order, you're free to walk away. But they're the only ones who got the dust.
The dust?
Lyrium, an ore the dwarves mine. Magic in its raw form. You need to drink the stuff to face down the magicers. Problem is, if you ever try to stop, it just about kills you.
Is it true you give aid to apostates fleeing the Templars?
The mages I help, they're no more than children, newly discovered their magic and terrified. Barely left their mother's skirts, and now we're saying they got to be locked away for their own good. That demons are hunting them. Do you wonder they run?
Just looking at you, I'd say you're a man who helps anyone for the right price.
What kind of price?
How's this?
Right. The lad came to me, not a silver in his pockets. Told him there's nothing I can do for him.
You abandoned him.
I pointed him to a ship captain I know, Rayner. Sometimes he'll take on runaways. Took another apostate last week, girl I sent him. Might have gone wrong though. I heard rumors he took the both of them captive instead.
So your good friend's a kidnapper? Can't say I'm surprised.
Not a friend. Just someone who's not afraid to try this business. Rumor has it, Rayner had the pair of them locked inside a Keys warehouse, somewhere close to dockside. You want to go looking, you might find the lad before he gets ransomed to the Templars. Or worse.
Well, if it ain't my favorite new citizen. What are you doing here?
A good question.
Did you finally figure out being free and poor in Kirkwall ain't worth a rat's spit?
You had an offer for me.
You mean you're not too good for my kind of work? Because the blokes I hired after you couldn't find their arse with both hands. I sent them to take out Lord Harriman while he was preparing his cargo for shipping. Nighttime, docks, simple. Never came back.
I haven't heard a job in this yet.
The job's the same. Kill Harriman, but there'll be a bonus if you find my men alive.
I assume this isn't personal?
Job's paid for second-hand by some other old Kirkwall family. The nobles here like to shank each other for sport. We're just their knives.
Who's Lord Harriman?
I don't know the who, but the what is old and rich. Rumor says he's a savvy one. His daughters give him marriage ties to half the city.
Being a mercenary just wasn't for me.
You'll be back when you need coin bad enough.
There's always pretenders out at night. Sometimes you have to correct them. Good coin in it, too.
To this.
We can't let anyone see this. Get everyone. Get a hold of her.
Please, help me. Anyone.
Get the hands! I heard they can't do no spells without hands.
You know nothing of magic.
If they hadn't backed that poor girl into a corner. Do you think we can find out who she was?
All set.
Bugger off!
You have such pretty hair. What a lovely color.
Other children used to laugh at me for having ginger hair.
Really? Oh, I bet you were cute. Did you have pigtails?
Sometimes.
How precious. Little Aveline running around the village with her flaming orange pigtails streaming behind her. And little boys all...
Shut up,
Why, look here, boys. Volunteers. Clap 'em in irons and let's see what the Tevinters will pay for 'em.
Answer my questions, and I won't trouble you about this little operation.
You die now, there won't be any trouble at all. Shut this buck up.
Something here that shows where he shipped Fainrail. Looks like they took him to some bolt hole in the Wounded Coast. I don't think I can do that.
Would you also like me to make pigs fly?
So, Isabella, you're a captain.
That's right, big girl. What of it?
I don't remember your name on any registries. Every ship that docks has to declare.
I never docked. And you're no port authority.
And you are no merchant.
Ooh, scrutiny.
We have found neither hide nor hair of the lad, Fainreal. I can only think he has fallen victim to demons or slavers.
I found this. It was addressed to you. It seems to be from your daughter.
My daughter? Then... you know what she is. How she died. When I traced her to that warehouse, I should have forced her into the circle. My own weakness in the face of her pleas is what destroyed her. It is why I urged Ariani not to give in when Fainreal wished to hide. If only I had been so strong for Olivia.
You have my sympathies. Do not fear the Templars finding out.
Thank you. She is at peace now. I would not wish to see her name smeared while her ashes are still warm.
Danger is past. Are you all right?
No thanks to this lot, can't get a decent blade at a bargain anymore. You, though, you're what a man needs. A skilled enthusiast.
You can start making sense any time now.
My manners. Javaris Tintop, merchant and investor. I need forward thinkers to help court the Canary. Those hornheads in Kirkwall have a powder that explodes, and it's just dust. No lyrium, no demons. Anyone can use it.
I felt it sting. Their ships fire thunder.
I doubt they were eager to sell.
That Arishok said I wasn't worthy. That only their outcast, the Talbashath, or that mercenary. I said, great, I'll go talk to them. Didn't go over well. But, made me think. Maybe he'll bargain if I get rid of something that bothers him more than, well, me.
The Talbashath.
The Talbashath. Are you up for some paid hunting?
Your people must have something like that already.
Small things, shaped to crack faults, not shatter the earth. Plus, they're mostly lyrium. Expensive, poisonous. The Chantry controls it topside. The glow makes you a target. Problem after problem.
What's the point, when we already have magic that can do the same thing?
Maybe you have magic, all tough and human and whatnot. But what of the common man? How does he remove stumps from his land, or produce them on his enemies? What does he do when he needs a hole far too fast? Magic is hard to market. But this stuff you can put in a bag.
I'll step in for you. For a price.
I'm done bargain hunting. I want it done right. Now, best I could figure, they're up the Wounded Coast, a whole camp. Take their heads off and meet me at the compound in Kirkwall. Get this right, and we'll be richly rewarded. Richly.
Get ready!
Do you even know her name, Shem? No? It's enough.
I was a beast then. A werewolf. I did many terrible things. I'm sorry.
Sorry does not bring my mother back.
I was a victim too, Elf. Of Zathrian's vengeance. Stranger, please calm her down.
Did I hear you right? You're a werewolf?
I was one, but no longer. Her Dalish keeper cursed some humans with lycanthropy long ago. The disease spread over the years, but the hero of Ferelden freed us.
He was cursed. You can't blame him for that.
You stand up for him? Fine. Then you will die for him. Here we go.
didn't have to come to this. Take this, and thanks.
Be careful! I can't do that.
Take one more step and the boy dies.
Put the sword down. I just want to talk.
You want the boy? Match the offer I have from Tevinter. Undamaged mage flesh, full market price.
Let him go unharmed, and you'll get your blood money.
Done. There are easier slaves to take.
Who are you? Are you working for the Templars?
Your mother sent me.
Hardly a difference. I can't believe her. My whole life it was all, I'll love you and protect you. Then I have some bad dreams and it's off to the Templars.
I'm here to help you, Fainriel.
Why? You don't even know me.
I've spent my whole life protecting my sister from exactly what you fear.
Is there any chance you'd help me reach the Dalish? That's where I was trying to go. See if they'd take me in. I'm as much Dalish as human.
You'd be alone among the Dalish. Even more than a Dalish would be here.
Compared to being held prisoner, or made tranquil, I'll risk being lonely. Look, I know it's different in other kingdoms, but here, no one helps circle mages. Anything the Templars don't like, you get the brand. The Dalish, they've had magic forever. They could teach me. I won't be a danger, I swear.
If there is another place he can harness his gifts, I cannot blame him for wishing to go there. They probably could teach him. Whether they would is another matter entirely.
You deserve a chance at freedom.
Thank you. I did not. In my wildest dreams, I could not have foreseen this. Thank the creators, you were the one my mother hired to find me. I will forever be in your debt, friend.
Whatever their differences, his mother deserves to know he's alive.
Well, Captain. Can I call you Captain? You can call me Captain.
I won't be doing that.
Neither will I, because you're a guard captain. No real authority. Not like on a ship.
Well, you would know about having a large number of men under you.
You've been waiting. Here we go again.
No further, human. Tal Vishoth control these passages.
I am more than capable of meeting any threat.
So I see. I expected to warn a caravan, not a well-equipped tracker. The path ahead is littered with my kind. If you are as skilled as you look, it would please me if you killed them.
You have turned your back on your kin?
Yes, for a second time. I did not like my role, so I left the queue. I do not wish to be a murdering thief, so I left these Tal Vishoth to warn their victims. You are no victim, so now I will leave.
I want a friendly way to get what I need.
You will be disappointed. They are reveling in chaos. It is a wretched freedom. I still need order, even if I insult the core of the Qun by selling my honor as a mercenary.
If your blade is on the market, I'll pay.
No.
You sure you know what mercenary means?
Taking payment to face Tal Vishoth only proves that I've sold the last of myself. I know what I am. I don't need to belabor it. You have my word of caution, human. Heed it or do not.
Sometimes I think their brains are twisted up in those horns of theirs.
not going to happen.
Now we fight!
I like the looks of this.
So, you've been with women in bed? I know. Shocking, isn't it? You see, Sweetness, men are only good for one thing. Women are good for 6.
Maybe like
6? Which 6?
It's a fair.
Your son has taken refuge with the Dalish.
What? But he is human. They did not even wish me to raise him among them. But they do value magic more than the men of Kirkwall. Perhaps he can have both safety and freedom. As I said, I have little money. But this is a Dalish ring that has been in my family for generations. Please accept it with my thanks.